Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most anticipated new characters in Genshin Impact version 5.6, ESCOFFIER'S, the 5-star Cryo Polearm user. ESCOFFIER'S brings a fresh support-focused kit to the table, with solid healing, cryo application, and utility for freeze teams. But is she worth pulling for? Let's break down her entire kit and see if she's the right fit for your roster. First up, let's talk about her base stats. At level 90, ESCOFFIER'S has solid HP and defense values, which help her survive in longer battles and support your team effectively. Her bonus stat is crit rate, and it scales up to a nice 19.2% at max level. This is a solid bonus for both her healing and damage, making her a bit easier to build compared to some other support characters. While her attack isn't particularly high compared to heavy hitters like Xiao or Raiden, she compensates with solid scaling and her focus on providing support and cryo damage over raw DPS. Now let's take a look at ESCOFFIER'S signature weapon, the Symphonist of Sense, which really complements her off-field support playstyle. This polearm has a base ATK of 608 and a crit damage of 66.2%, making it a great choice for both support and sub-DPS roles. Its passive effect, called Seasoned Symphony, provides some fantastic bonuses. First, it gives an ATK bonus that ranges from 12% to 24%, depending on the weapon's refinement. If ESCOFFIER'S is off-field, she gets an additional 12% to 24% attack boost, which is perfect since she'll likely spend a lot of time supporting other characters rather than staying on-field. And when the weapon holder heals a teammate, both the healer and the healed character get an attack bonus of 32% to 64% for 3 seconds, even if ESCOFFIER'S herself is off-field. This passive is perfect for ESCOFFIER'S as it boosts her damage while also providing a powerful support buff to your team. It's especially effective in freeze teams where you'll want your DPS characters to stay active, while ESCOFFIER'S helps keep everyone alive and deals extra damage herself. Moving on to ESCOFFIER'S normal and charged attacks. These are pretty standard for a polearm user. She performs a series of basic stab and swing attacks. There's nothing too groundbreaking here, as her main focus lies in her elemental skill and elemental burst. These two abilities are where ESCOFFIER'S really shines, so we'll focus on those. ESCOFFIER'S elemental skill offers a unique mechanic with 2 modes, tap and hold. When you tap the skill, ESCOFFIER'S summons a floating robot that follows your active character. This robot shoots cryo projectiles at enemies, dealing decent damage and reliably applying cryo for freeze reactions. It lasts for 20 seconds, and the robot even causes small cryo explosions, adding more AoE damage. This makes ESCOFFIER'S an excellent choice for freeze comps. If you hold the skill, the robot stays stationary and absorbs elemental energy from nearby reactions. This lets you power up her other abilities or support other characters by enhancing their elemental attacks. It adds versatility and makes her a great choice for energy generation in your team, so whether you want to apply cryo for reactions or generate energy for your team, her skill has you covered. Now let's talk about her elemental burst, which is where she truly excels. Upon activation, ESCOFFIER'S releases a large cryo AoE attack, which deals decent cryo damage to all nearby enemies. But the real power of her burst lies in the healing. She heals all nearby teammates for a solid amount of HP based on her attack, and the healing continues for 9 seconds after the burst. What makes her burst even more powerful is that it works even when she's off-field, making her an ideal low-maintenance healer. This is especially helpful in longer fights, as she can keep your DPS characters healthy while they continue to deal damage. Plus, her cryo AoE can help you trigger freeze or other elemental reactions, dealing extra damage while healing. ESCOFFIER'S passive talents really boost her team synergy. When she hits enemies with her skill or burst, she applies a cryo and hydro resistance debuff to the affected enemies for 12 seconds. This means that if your team includes hydro or cryo characters, ESCOFFIER'S will shred their resistance, increasing their damage output significantly, up to a 55% debuff when you run a full cryo and hydro team. Now let's dive into ESCOFFIER'S constellations, which take her support capabilities to the next level. C1 Constellation grants a 60% crit damage buff to all cryo characters in the team for 15 seconds after Escoffier uses her skill or burst. This makes her incredibly valuable in teams where you run multiple cryo characters. At C2, her robot's attacks get even stronger. When any cryo attacks hit enemies, they trigger additional damage based on Escoffier's attack. This makes her a stronger sub-DPS and helps boost team damage. C4 boosts her healing potential and grants a chance to regenerate energy when she heals, improving her uptime and helping your team cycle their abilities faster. Her C6 is a game changer. Whenever her robot hits enemies, it releases extra cryo projectiles that deal big damage, up to 6 times per summon. This makes Escoffier even more powerful in freeze teams, as the extra damage stacks up quickly. Escoffier is best suited for freeze teams that rely on cryo and hydro characters. She's a perfect partner for characters like Ayaka, Kokomi, or Skirk, where she can provide off-field cryo damage, healing, and resistance shred. Her healing is perfect for keeping your team alive while they deal damage, and her elemental burst offers great synergy with characters who rely on staying on field for long periods. So, is Escoffier worth pulling for? In short, if you're building a cryo-based freeze team and need a reliable off-field support and healer, then yes, Escoffier is definitely worth considering. While she might not be as flashy as some high DPS characters, her versatility, healing, and damage support make her a valuable addition, especially in teams focused on cryo reactions. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you planning to pull for Escoffier, or are you saving for another character? I hope this video helped give you a clear overview of what to expect. As always, I'll keep you updated with more details as they emerge. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.